What's up, guys? This is Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to be breaking down AMARI Cooper 2019 route running. I think he is a top 3 route runner in the NFL, if not the best, and we're going to break down what makes him so special today. And guys, please leave in the comments who you would like to see next. I'm taking all suggestions, looking for the content that you guys want to see, so let's get started. Okay, so we're going to be coming off the line here. He's going to be running this out route off the line right here. Now, the main thing I want you to focus on here is his eyes, how he gives his eyes to the inside. His eyes are going to tell lies. Let's watch this thing right now. So he's coming inside, eyes here, sudden stick, break this thing off flat, accelerate out of the break, and then make this catch on the throw. So he kind of gives this kind of slow walk off the line, a little bit of a skip release here. Now, the reason why he does that is because he's trying to close the gap with this DB. He's playing this catch technique. So his catch technique is man, but he's not going to press him, so he's kind of waiting for him to come at him. So he's going to close the gap with him, try to get him on his heels, try to get him backpedaling out of there, and he wants to take this inside release. So he comes here, puts this foot in the ground, and now he accelerates inside. His shoulders are already committed, and his eyes are to the inside. He's going to go over the middle right here. Okay, so his eyes are coming over the middle. Now, his eyes are looking this way. His body's turned over the middle. Now, what does that do? That's going to make this DB overcommit because he's playing man coverage, so he doesn't want to give up the middle of the field. He wants to catch up to him, and he wants to make this play. So he's coming over the middle. He's got his eyes here to the inside. Stick right here. Now, this stick right here, this speed cut, the main thing I want you to see is his toes and his head and his shoulders. His head and his shoulders are biting to the inside. He's leaning to the inside here. What's that going to do? That's going to get this DB to think to undercut it right now. So he's going to try to undercut it, and he's pushing off of this inside arch of his foot, keeping the shin angle right here to get him back outside, to get him to this out so he can accelerate out of the break, guys. So he's here, and now as you can see, he doesn't just make this break. He doesn't just lean this way and now pop his head right around right here, bring that pad level and slow down and allow 25 to catch up right here. He puts his foot in the ground and he accelerates out of there. He's pumping his arms. He's still going stride for stride, and then Dak Prescott gets this ball out on time for him to burst upfield. That is a very advanced route. Guys, like I said, keep your eyes to the inside. Make him think where you're going to go, lean to the inside, sudden stick, then get back outside. Let's watch this thing full speed. So closes the gap with him, the inside, stick, lean to the inside, come back out, flatten this thing off, accelerate out of the break, then catch this ball. All right, so now we're going to be watching this. He's going to be selling a slant right here that he's going to be breaking back out on this thing. Let's watch this thing full speed. So stick, come to the inside, eyes again, drop those hips, violent hips, then accelerate out of the break. Let's break this thing down. So he's coming out right here. So again, he's going to give a little bit of a slow play release. He kind of gives a little bit of a hesitation. So this first step right here, hesitation, hop, going back, wants to get this guy, wants to get a read on him, see how he's going to play him, see if he's going to try to jam him immediately off the line or see if he's going to back out of there. So as you can see, DB takes a good first step inside, wants to force him back outside, force him to the sideline. So he kind of hops off here. Now, one thing that gets him to bite outside, see how his weight shifted to his outside, his head and his shoulders to the outside, and a sudden left foot in the ground. So he's coming off here. Head and shoulders to the inside, gets him to bite, gets some weight on that DB's outside leg because he needs to sell a slant. So he's coming inside right now. He snaps his head back around to the quarterback. He commits his shoulders to the slant. Now, what does that do? Gets this DB to overcommit his hips as well. Gets that DB to turn and open the gate to the inside to this slant. And now, this is how you get in and out of a break fast. He gets in and out of it in 2 steps, and the reason how he's able to do that is because of these hips. He just goes left, right, and he gets out of there as fast as possible. So violent hips here. He sinks these hips. You can't be slow with these hips. You got to be quick with these hips. See, he's in a very explosive position right now, like he's almost getting ready to run the 40-yard dash, and he's pushing off this inside arch right here. Again, look at this shin angle. That is a great shin angle for him to generate some force and then get outside right now. So he puts that foot in the ground. He gets those hands off him. He accelerates out of the break. I want you to see at this point right here, he's pumping those arms and he's accelerating out, making sure he gets some separation. Now he snaps his eyes back around because he knows Dak's going to put this thing right on the money once he gets some separation. So he accelerates out, catches this ball, and then he scores. It's another advanced route from AMARI Cooper. That's why he's one of the best in the league at what he does. Let's watch this. Sell this little hesitation release, sell the slant, violent hips, 2 steps. So a little bit of hesitation, stick, fast inside, violent hips, 2 steps, accelerate out of the break, pump those arms out of the break, then catch this ball for a score. Okay, so again, he's going to be kind of giving a double move here, a little bit of a skip, 1-2. Okay, so let's watch this thing full speed. He's just running a simple go route right here. 1-2, gets outside. Dak puts this thing, great ball, late hands. That's another thing I want to stress right here, guys. So we're going to be coming off the line, a little bit of a hesitation. So as you can see, he's hopping right here. Again, why is he hopping? He wants to see how this DB is going to play him. Is he going to stay flat-footed and try to pop him right in the chest and get hands on him? Because he's got a plan for that. Or is he going to try to bail out of there like he's doing? See how he's on his heels? He's backing up. So you got to always have a plan. You got to always be able to react off of the line. So he just goes 1-2 right here with his feet. 1-2 to the inside. Now, what I want you to see is he's exploding off of this leg, shin angle, toes are straight forward. That's how you get out of a break fast. And again, look at his head. Head to the outside, a little bit of shoulder movement to the outside. You got to have aggressive head and shoulders and an explosive first step, sudden feet. Now, what does that do? That gets this cleat out of the ground. His weight is shifted to the outside, so Amari Cooper can just knows he can get outside of him right now and then get vertical upfield, and Dak's going to put a good ball on him. See, this is a very bad position for him to be in because we know where we're going. This DB doesn't know if he's going to try to break it off on a comeback because he doesn't have hands on him right here. That's a very good job. And another thing, he's got this shoulder dip right here to make sure he can't recover with this offhand. That's a great job by Amari Cooper getting some separation off the line, accelerating up the field. And then now right here, he's going to be playing his hands, okay? But what Amari Cooper does a great job of on the catch is showing late hands. So he's coming off right here. He doesn't show his hands right now, and he doesn't have them up real high so this DB can make a play on it. He waits till the very almost last possible second and has late hands right here, so this DB doesn't have time to react. This is too late right here. It's a great job showing late hands and not being able to react. That's a great job by Amari Cooper. Let's watch this thing full speed one more time. So coming off, 1-2, get outside. Late hands for a touchdown. It's a great job. Okay, so this is a route he ran yesterday, and I want you to see how fast he gets in and out of a break. A lot of receiver coaches love to teach, beat the drum, choppy hands, choppy feet at the top of a break. This is a perfect example of why that is wrong and why that is slow. So he's coming up right here. 1-2. Running a dig in and out of this thing 2 steps. That's all it takes. All it takes is 2 steps to get in and out of a break. So he's coming up here full speed. I want you to see this pad level here. He's closing this gap. He's selling like he's just going vertical right now. That's what you always have to do. You need to make all your routes look the same. So off the line here, everything looks the exact same. And what does he do? He stems this thing back to the inside. He's closing the gap with this DB. He's getting him to backpedal out of there. And now out of this break, I want you to see, look at his hips. Again, we talk about having explosive hips. We talk about having violent hips, sinking those hips. So he snaps down with the left, right, and he's out of this break. Again, how he's able to do that is he pushes off this inside arch of this left leg here, okay? So that first step is almost like an anchor. 1-2, and he's pushing off of that, and he's pumping those arms. He's accelerating out of the break. The reason why I like that 2-step break is because it gives the DB less time to react and drive on this thing, and we can generate force off of that inside leg and accelerate out of this break. That's why I teach my guys that, and that's why I think that's the best way to run something like a dig. So 1-2, and he's accelerating out. He's pumping those arms. See, it's a race to the ball. He ain't getting there. Ball's going to be on time, and he's going to make this catch right in that window. That's a great job by Amari Cooper getting in and out of this break as fast as possible. Race to the ball. DB had no chance on that. That's a great job. Let's watch this thing full speed one more time. That's how you get in and out of a break, least amount of steps possible. You hear me say that a lot, but that is the least amount of steps possible it takes to run a dig. Here we go. Let's watch this thing full speed. 1-2. In and out of this break, violent hips, sink those hips. He's in an explosive position. Okay, so on this route, he's going to be running an out and up here. So he's going to take this thing 3 steps to the out, three steps to the out, sudden stick, then get upfield. Now, he's coming off of a motion here. So we know this is man coverage because he's going with him. Okay, so you know it's man coverage when you're called in motion and a defender follows you all the way across the field. Alexander followed him all the way across the field. So that's how we know it's man. So set, go. He's coming off here. Now, one thing I want you to see is he makes this stick to the out like he's just running a normal out. Head and shoulders to the outside, explosive stick. He's pushing off this inside arch. Now he's going to sell and he's going to commit his shoulders to the out. He's going to commit his shoulders to the out here. So he's coming out. He wants to jump this thing. Alexander wants to jump this thing. I'm sorry. That was wrong. His eyes are to the quarterback, so it's man. It's man. I mean, it's zone. Excuse me. It's zone. 100% zone. His eyes are to the quarterback. Amari Cooper runs this out. He commits his shoulders. Now, his eyes are to the QB. He wants to jump this thing. Dak's probably giving a look to the out. He wants to jump this thing right here. His shoulders are committed to the outside, and that's a great job by committing his shoulders. Now, he gives this sudden stick like he's just like on this out to get vertical right now. He's going to be pushing off this inside arch here. Committing his shoulders is what got this DB to bite, and then he's able to change directions fast. He snaps that head around because he feels him coming down. He feels his shoulders coming down, and then he snaps that head back around and then catches this ball for a great job. That's a great route by Amari Cooper against zone coverage. That was my mistake off the beginning because how you know it's zone, Alexander's eyes are on the quarterback. Yes, he did work with him, but there's probably another defender that traded him off right here, and his eyes are on the quarterback. That's how you know it's zone coverage. He bites on the out fake, and then we catch this ball over the top. Let's watch this thing full speed one more time. So he's coming out, stick, get upfield. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 3 steps to the out, 3 steps on the out, then get upfield. Okay, so now he's going to be running a comeback right here. Again, zone coverage. His eyes are at the quarterback. There's probably like a cover 3 or a cover 4 look. He's bailing out of there because his hips are turned here, because what he wants to do is if he tries to take an outside release, he just wants to back him inside. He wants to force Amari Cooper to the inside. Let's watch this thing full speed right now. So he attacks this blind spot, snaps it down, comes out of this break, and accelerates out. That's how you run a comeback against this kind of coverage right here. He attacks that blind spot. So he's coming off right here again. Good pad level, selling like he's just going to try to run fade, take this inside release right now. Now what does he do? He makes this kind of pressure step right here. This step right here, we call this a pressure step because he's applying pressure. He's getting to this blind spot of this DB, attacking that blind spot right here. Now he has no idea, Alexander has no idea where Amari Cooper is. Not a clue, because he's in this blind spot. He thinks he's just trying to go vertical right now. See, his eyes are upfield. He thinks Cooper's just trying to beat him on this fade. And now what does he do? He gets in and out of this break. 1, 2, 3. Again, least amount of steps possible on a comeback. 3 steps. He's coming out. That first step is his snap down. That right leg, I want you to watch how explosive his hips are, and he gets his chin to his knee. Okay, so he's coming out, gets his chin to his knee. That's how you change direction fast. Now that second step, as you can see, it's getting him back down on that 45-degree angle. He's turning his foot here. Then he turns that last foot. Again, look where his toes are angled. His toes are angled back down towards the sideline. He's going to be pushing back downhill on this 45-degree angle like this comeback. He snaps that head back around, gets his numbers going downhill, and now it's a race to this ball. Alexander thinks it's a fade. He did his job of selling a fade by staying in that blind spot. He doesn't need to accelerate out of the break much because Dak is on time with the ball, and then a great catch and a toe tap for a great route by Amari Cooper attacking that blind spot. Let's watch this thing full speed one more time. So coming out, pressure step to the blind spot, snap it down, 3 steps in and out of that break for a great play. Now this is the big play from yesterday. He's got that almost sluggo, but he's going to be selling like he's running an in route. So it's not a slant, almost like a sluggo, a slant and go, but he's pretty much running an in, get his hands off you, and then work up to this fade. Let's watch this thing full speed. So kind of slow play, inside, stick in the ground, get those hands off. Dak throws a good ball over the top, makes a miss, and then puts him through the spin cycle. Let's break this thing down. So he's coming off the line here. Again, outside shade here, trying to force him maybe inside a little bit. Eyes are on him. We're thinking man coverage. So he comes off here, a little bit of a slow play release, stick in the ground right here. Just puts his foot in the ground. He kicks up into second gear. So nice and slow play. And he's able to change speeds, and he's able to get upfield fast right now. So he gets upfield fast. He breaks it down. Again, 2 steps. He just goes 1, 2, accelerates out, gives his shoulders to the inside to sell it. That's exactly what Alexander bid on. He committed his shoulders because Amari Cooper committed his shoulders and his eyes to the inside. Like we talked about in the beginning, his eyes are going to tell lies. And then again, stop on two steps. 1, 2, violent hips, explosive position right here. This is how you accelerate out of a break. That's how you get out of a break fast. And then what does he do? He gets those hands off of him. He always has a plan for his hands and his feet right there, guys. That's a great job snapping and attacking. Look where he's attacking. He's attacking that point of control. He's attacking that elbow right there. Get those hands off, and now let's work upfield. We know we got him. Let's snap that head around. Let's get ready for this ball to come over the top, and that's a great catch right there. Avoid the tackle, and then again, he makes this spin cycle. But what I want you to see here is how is he able to make this spin? These violent hips. Violent hips right here, spin out of there, and then score. You're not going to be able to change direction if you don't have violent hips. You're not flexible at your hips. You can't get low, and you can't be in that explosive position. That's a great job by Amari Cooper. Let's watch this thing full speed one more time. So he's coming out here, slow play, stick, sell the in, 1, 2, get those hands off of him, accelerate upfield, make this catch, burst upfield, avoid a tackle, violent hips, go through the spin cycle for a touchdown. All right, guys, I really want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, guys. Again, please leave in the comments who you would like to see next. I would really appreciate that, guys, and I'll see you guys next time.